Oh, how do I maximize it? Oh, here we go.
Hi, Becky.
Gentlemen,
How are you? Nice to see you.
where are you guys?
At a fraternity meeting.
Fraternity for what?
The Moose fraternity. Moose. Moose.
Moose.
So we are happily standing by.
Awesome. You fellas are great. Hey, did you ever talk to Larry Bizarco?
About
You were going to talk to him about maybe helping you out at your shop, your
oh,
fisherman's place. It's not a big deal if you didn't.
I will talk to Larry. I missed the opportunity earlier today. Him and Dave were working on Christmas trees, and I forgot to go up there and talk to him. Sorry, I will talk to him on
Oh yeah,
Sunday.
no. It's no worry. I was just curious. It's all good.
All right, cool. All right, we're sitting here thinking about you. There, see, look. Now you're getting. Now you're going to get the look. I figure out how to put this thing back on. Here we go.
Oh,
No, I can't hear anybody. Let's see.
we can hear you, Lauren.
All right, now I can hear you. Okay. Touching the wrong thing. Okay. All right. I still don't have a picture though. I can. You can't see me, right?
No.
Hmm. Well, I'll just
Can
listen.
you see us?
I can see you.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You should be able to get the menu up at the bottom, and there should be a camera.
There I am.
Hey,
Okay.
Lauren.
I'll sit there. Okay.
Hey, Miller.
Go ahead. You're on.
I just texted you, Miller.
What?
Actually, why am I calling you Miller? Everyone, that guy, his name is Hemorrhoid.
I'm rubbing off on you. Great.
I'm listening.
I just texted you.
Oh,
Oh, and just so everyone knows, we're recording this for those that can't be here.
Wonderful.
There's like some new AI features on Zoom that I'm kind of wanting to try out, but I don't know why or how.
Could be interesting.
Okay. Let's see. I'm looking at my list. This will not be a long meeting. This is probably all because like the youth that I have participating, I'm talking to them separately. Uh, okay. Hey, Pastor Denise. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get started since we're 5 minutes after. And hopefully this will not be totally scary for everyone because it's not. I promise it's not a scary thing. Thank you all for being a part of Night in Bethlehem. Um, oh, I thought I had food in my hair. Um, this is I don't know if Ridge has ever had an experience of this before. Have you all done this at Ridge, Lauren?
Not this particular thing, but I don't know, that VBS that was all, it was Jerusalem
Oh,
Marketplace.
it sounds similar.
Yeah. And then we did the Lenten walk in the fellowship hall once. So
Yeah. So before I get into the nitty-gritty of what I have planned thus far, I want to just go around and introduce because I do have some folks that I suckered into it from first as well. Um, and up in in my top left is David and Brenda Mahalik. David, are you saying things under behind your paper?
yes.
That's nice. But they're David and Brenda Mahalik, and they're amazing and do like all the things at first. And um, they are just a absolute treasure. And then we have Lauren Holloway, who is there. Yep, she's waving. And she is a treasure at Ridge as she does all the things there too with kids and decorations. And I mean, Dave gave me a tour of all the decorating stuff, and I'm like, holy buckets, this is going to be so fun. Um, and then Dan down there. Oh, there he is. There's Dan. He's at the Moose Lodge. And then there's Dave Miller. And they are, oh, there they go. And then, of course, I don't know, David and Brenda, if you've had a chance to meet Pastor Denise yet, but
not yet.
she is going to be our tax collector centurion ball buster. We're not, Lauren, that's not, I'm sorry, that's not an actual title. I'm not going to put that on a name tag. All right. So this, what this is going to be like is we are going to, um, so imagine this, Lauren, you're going to be toward the entryway of Fellowship Hall there, and Lauren is our, census taker. And she's going to have some like parchment type of things and Sanskrit alphabet, which I've been working on printing some things off as cheat sheets for you, Lauren. And everybody has to register for the census. But they have to write their name in Sanskrit. So that's kind of fun. Which is also going to be fun because there aren't as many letters in Sanskrit as there are in our alphabet. So it's going to look goofy, but we know that's okay and it's going to be great. And also, the kids will each get a little bag of fake coins, and so they can use that, and they'll take that throughout the marketplace. And if they, pay at the market or whatever is fine. But Pastor Denise and Billy will be collecting taxes, and they can, bully in a fun way. People for money, and we have bags that they can skiff some off on the side, and it's all in good fun. But also, I have some actual Roman coins that you can have at your table there, Lauren.
Hmm.
Not for people to take, but they can sure look at them,
Hmm.
and that's just kind of like what it looked like.
Nice.
And so then as we enter into, transport back 2,000 years into Fellowship Hall, there are going to be, I believe, 8 tents, but it could be anywhere between 7 and 9, depending on some other folks that I'm waiting to hear from. And they are going to have I've asked for like those big canopy tents, and they will be a marketplace, and they will be stationed throughout Fellowship Hall. And I was going to talk to you, Lauren, about like how I can gather any kind of excess cloth, and I'll probably
We've
collect
got that.
some. Yeah, I figured, and like collect some sheets and things, and I can show you I'm going to share screen here. Some of the things that, like examples of what it will look like. But things like this, I will make signs out of like parchment down here and like burn the edges. Um, and this looks really cool.
Hmm.
I do it. What is it? I have a Cubs canopy. I gotta use some cloth to cover that up. But these are what stations will look like. And there are people at each one. And let's see, what do I have over here? There's food at some, there's a craft at some, there's something to do or experience at each shop. And what I also try to do is have it be um, multi-sensory. So, there will be sounds like I'll have, and this will get old by the end of the evening, but ancient sounding music that I've used in the past. And it's sort of like, oh my goodness, at the end, but it's what you would have heard just on a Spotify Bluetooth instead. Um,
We do have some little speakers, individual speakers, if you want those too.
okay. Okay. Zeli is going to help me work on lighting. Because I don't want the fluorescence above, because I feel like that'll really take away the effect of it. And so he's already got some ideas, and he's got my idea, what I'm hoping for. So I'm hoping he can help with that audio too. But that might be where like we take little speakers and have, animal sounds over by the stable and stuff like that. So that'll
Mhm.
be really helpful. Um, and so as you experience
Let me get these lanterns off the deck.
the marketplace, these are what we have. So I'm going to do the herb and spice shop, And I already have frankincense and myrrh that the kids will get to take home with them in little vials. But, obviously we'll hand it to the parents so that they're
Mhm.
not eating it. Um, and Dave over there, up there, behind Brenda, he's going to be the carpentry shop. And Jen Olenichek is going to bring her wheel, and she's going to do the pottery shop, and she's going to have pottery for the kids to do. Brenda is going to bring her travel loom and going to be weaving while the kids can have what do I have for them? I don't remember what I had something. I'll talk to you, Brenda, about that,
Okay.
a craft that they can do. But the woolery, um, Ann Zatorsky is going to do the candy shop. So things and candy shop isn't like candy that we know. They're going to be things like figs, honeyed figs or honeyed dates and things like that. And Isla Iverson is going to do the bakery, and there's going to be things like probably, well, actually, we're going to have baklava, and that'll be over at the candy shop because that's technically a candy. And then there will be grains and, lots of naan bread and some hummus over at the bakery. And Anne is also going to make us a giant pot of lentil soup. And so people can try the foods that would have been eaten around then. Um, uh, Jen Zeronius she's gonna help us with something, but I need to figure that out. Oh, Dan is gonna be at the Fisher's Pier, and they're gonna talk about what it was like to fish back then. Reese, and I'm hoping Alex Elbrecht, because I just found out yesterday that he can help out with it. That they will be the stable girl and the stable boy, and there will be a story about, this thing that's supposed to be happening, and nobody really knows what it is, but something special is going on. Um, let's see. Yeah, I think those are all the shops that are happening. Um, and each family will they'll get a bag so that they can collect things that they're doing at each station. And they're also going to get like a list that will have each shop, and then we'll have like a hole punch, like, hey, you went to this one, that kind of thing.
Mhm.
Um, so that's what I have so far. I've been doing some deep dives. Like I started with the herb shop. And I'll probably send you guys some random stuff. Lauren, I brought this just for you. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. So I've been doing like some searches on, for example, like what are some of the biblical herbs and spices? And they would have meanings or things that they would use. And so I'm going to get what I can get my hands on, but I've got like a biblical spice rack. and and there's no script, but we are all in costume, and there are really two things that you are responsible for as you converse with the people that come. And one is to just be able to talk about your craft or what you're running, and the other is to just be like, man, this place is really, people are talking, and they're super excited or super concerned or just confused or whatever, however you want to take that moment in time, and just sort of play into it, play the part. And but there, like I said, there's no script, um, but it is meant to be fun. And um, like I'm going to have at my table, along with the things like the frankincense, I'll have fun facts for them. They're like they would use frankincense as perfume, as a symbol of a deity. It's also something that they would use to embalm, well, not embalm, but to uh, for burial. And there's hyssop. It's, this plant that was used in rituals, and burning it was thought to cleanse the inner being. And, just things like that to be like, huh, I had no idea. Um, Cumin, anise. So, what questions do you guys have for me?
Do we need to
Straight up.
come up with our own costumes?
Um,
We have some.
yeah, I was going to say we have some, or we can use obviously those at first too.
Okay.
But somewhere I think between the two churches, um,
We should have enough,
yeah.
probably.
And David is going to help me bring the well over, our
Mhm.
well that's made out of beer cans.
Getting a whole lot lighter as we go through.
Yeah. Watch it like fly off the back of the truck.
Been
Uh,
there, done that.
but like I was going to use like the fire pit that we have at Ridge, and just really, I mean, there's so many decorations. I gotta looking forward to the beer
Or
can
the beer
well.
can go.
And damn, they're empty. Um, and so I'm going to spend the majority of the week before decorating. And the other thing for those at Ridge that we talked about at staff meeting, and correct me if I'm wrong, Pastor Denise, but I thought because there is the cantata on Sunday that I was going to have to do a flight of the bumblebee cleaning out in there for the cookie reception. But really, what we're going to do is leave everything, clean up, like food stuff, so food isn't out. And they're going to use the entryway for the cookies and such. But people can look, but they're going to use the tables in the entryway for people to sit for cookies and punch and stuff like that. Is that accurate?
I think they're planning on putting the cookies and the punch right inside Fellowship Hall
Yes. Yeah,
because
that's
there's not
how
room for
Nancy.
it. But people will be sitting and mingling, so we'll need part of that front end cleared out.
Yeah, and that'll be
But
easy to do, and it won't be so intense to get it cleaned up ASAP. I mean, they thought it was, I'm sorry, I don't know why I can't talk. And we also thought it might be kind of fun to just for people to see, wow, this looks really cool in here.
What time does it start?
6.
It's 6 on Friday, the
Mhm.
13th. Okay.
Yeah, Friday the 13th, Lauren. And the other thing is one of the things that I hope to be able to explain to both churches in the announcement time would be that it's hey Jennifer,
Here I am.
um a it's not, you don't have to be there the whole time. I mean, you guys do, but people that come visit, people that
I was
come
like, really?
visit,
How does that work?
I mean, we'll just see what happens, we'll all just leave at one point and see how it goes. Um, but people can come and go as they choose. So some people might go through there really quickly, and others may dawdle. And I want to make sure that folks of any age are, this is for all ages. And when I've done these in the past, some of my seniors would even come and just hang out because they just wanted to see everything and be a part of it, even if they weren't crafting or things like that. So, um, if there are, if there's anybody that you think, oh, this would really be great to just come and see, um, I have had good luck with people just saying this is just a lot of fun. So,
All right.
yeah.
Okie dokie.
Any questions?
I'm sorry I'm late. It was did you get my email?
I did, and I emailed you back, but I'm going to hold on to you for just a sec after everybody goes, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
All
right. Well,
right.
if you guys have any, and if I mean, as I told you all that one of the things that I really want to do because I know everybody's busy and just overtaxed to begin with, that I try to make this as easy as possible on you. Um, but with that having been said, if you guys have ideas that you're like, oh, I want to do this or do that, or add to my station in this way, rock on. I'm not, my focus is to try and make things smooth and easy for you guys. But if you have ideas for how you want to decorate your station, then have at it. But I also don't want to pressure you into it either.
But you said you're going to decorate during the week up to that point, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. All right.
Yeah. So if you go and see and you'd be like, man, that stinks. Or, oh, I could add this. I have this at home that I could add that would be really cool. That's fine.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. I got to run.
All
So,
right.
okay, very good. I have no idea how to exit.
Bottom corner, bottom right
Yeah.
corner.
Maybe tap your phone.
Oh, right.
See you, Lauren.
Sounds good.
She did it. All right. And if you guys don't have any questions, then I love brief meetings. And so,
Even better that it was on Zoom tonight with the weather the way it is.
oh yeah.
How much do we want to really publicize, Becky? How much, with people going to each station, what are you thinking in terms of
I have
people who could
I have
really
supplies.
attend?
I have supplies for about 50 kids at each station.
Okay.
I mean, I still have to get some of those supplies, but
Because we can put it on some of the neighborhood pages, but I didn't know how widely,
yeah.
you know, we wouldn't be, it didn't sound like we would be ready if all of a sudden like 100 people showed up.
Yeah. I mean, if I would be surprised if that
Right.
happened.
But, I'll talk to Dan and we'll gauge the,
Yeah, he's already been
but
working on adverts for it for the Facebook pages and stuff like
yeah.
that.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're gonna go then.
All right. Thank you guys.
Uh-huh.
Bye, Dan. They're at the Moose Lodge.
Is he listening?
Yeah, so you can. Okay, great, thanks. Had to figure out which button to hit. We got it. Thank you, Becky.
Thanks, Dan.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. So while I have you, because we didn't talk about exactly what you would do, and I want to give you choices.
I like
I
that.
can also explain, what this is like. So the whole thing is a multi-sensory experience for families, but any age where you go, and Fellowship Hall is going to be ancient Bethlehem, and they're going to be taking the census and paying taxes, and then there are about 8 tables for a marketplace. And so people can go and, they can taste with different foods, and there are crafts based on different textiles and things like that. So, like, I'm going to do the herbs and the spices, which would have like frankincense and myrrh, and the kids will get to take some of that home. And Jen Olenichek she's going to bring her wheel and she's going to throw some pots and the kids she's got some,
Oh, that sounds so fun.
oh, doesn't it? And then Brenda, who she's from my other church, and she's got a portable loom and she's going to be weaving, and the kids can do something like that. Um, probably a pot holder or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And David's going to have a carpentry shop, and Dan Zeli is going to be at the Fisher's Pier, and Anne Zatorski is going to be at the candy shop, and Isla is going to run the food bakery, and then we have Reese, and I'm hoping I can get Alex Elbrecht to do like the stable girl and stable boy, and then like they can have story time there about this really cool thing that is happening. And um, so my question for you was, would you be willing to do a shop such as like basket weaving or there's a blacksmith jewelry making one, or would you be able to just make sure that because I'll have some refreshments and things like water or punch or whatever, but just to make sure that that stuff is all in order, or what sounds fun to you?
Uh, I mean, I don't mind doing refreshments, but I can really do. What do you think you want? What do you need?
I think like the I saw a little craft for basket weaving that would be fun. But I need to look at it to I need to look at it further to make sure it's not like, okay, this was stupid. Like, or,
Well, and like, am I going to be in the shop by myself?
yeah. Yeah. Everybody's kind of in their shop, but they're all sort of together. So like they're in the canopies, there's going to be like 8 canopies in Fellowship Hall, and each one represents a shop. But
Well, because I'm just wondering, like, if it was difficult and they needed help and a bunch of kids needing
oh,
help,
yeah.
that would make me feel like I couldn't help them all.
Um, this list I got, there was like a rug shop. Yeah, I don't know. The basket one, it gives me pause. It does. Um,
Anything where the kids are going to need help, and there's like, if there's no one there with them.
I'm almost inclined to have you be with Brenda, who's got the loom so that she can weave, and then you can help them with the craft.
Yeah, it feels like better as a team.
Okay. Okay.
But I am also perfectly comfortable with food.
Okay. Well, I have some kids that just this week that were like, "Oh, I can help," and um sometimes they'll tell me they can help with things and then they don't show up.
Yeah, I
So
know.
I guess what I
People are
figured,
unreliable these days.
oh, yeah, it's true. Um, and so I thought maybe if I put them all and making sure that, food is plentiful and stuff like that, that more the adults could be in the marketplace
Hmm.
and doing those things.
Okay.
And that way, if somebody doesn't show, I still have, X amount of kids doing that part. Um, yeah,
Okay.
awesome. Do you have any questions?
Well, the only thing is, I work, so I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to get there.
That's fine.
And then, I didn't know if you needed us to do anything like the day before, but the day before I have an appointment after work, so, I'm not available that day.
My plan is just to do it all week long. Um, you
It
know,
sounds like a lot of work. Is it as much work as I'm thinking?
Well, it is a lot of work, but it's in the past, I've really enjoyed it. I go and I crank up the Christmas tunes and I stand back and I look and I rummage through stuff. And so it
So
doesn't
you
stress me
you
out.
have most of these materials already?
Yeah, yeah. The biggest thing is going to be like fabrics and stuff, but like at First Christian, we've got like this huge box of those woven rugs.
Yeah, that's helpful.
Yeah, and Dave Miller, he went through and showed me what we have as far as decorations go. So, the biggest expenditure is really going to be the craft stuff that people get.
Hmm.
But like outside of the decorating, it is definitely a lot of work, but it's tends to be I don't mind it.
Well, I just can't wrap my head around it because I've never seen it.
Oh, I have some pictures.
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. So like here's a shop. Um this isn't mine. These are just ones I cobbed offline. This is probably more like it because it's got the awnings here.
Oh,
Um
that's nice.
yeah, and so like there's a table and just some decorations around it. And Dan's gonna help me work on lighting. Because I don't want to use the fluorescents in there because they didn't have that 2000 years ago.
You know what? I think that's such a good idea. Such a fan of lighting and ambiance, and the fluorescent lights to me would just kill it.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yay!
So
Good,
I
good
told him, I was like,
idea.
this is kind of what I want. He's like, we'll get it done. So,
Well, that's good.
yeah. So, I mean, I'm sure there's going to be some kinks as we figure it out along the way, but I feel pretty good about it right now. I'm really excited about the team and it's a lot of fun. Um, it's, I haven't done it since I've lived here, but when I live in Kokomo and then when I lived in Springfield, Illinois, those churches that I served, we did it and they were always a big hit. Um,
Well, so you are planning on opening it up to the community, right?
yes, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be
And I
fun.
already invited the VBS families. So that'll I'm excited about that. Uh,
Yeah,
yeah,
very good.
yeah.
So, do you host Thanksgiving?
No, not I mean not I shouldn't say no. Not this year. Both our parents are doing their thing elsewhere, so we're just at home with the family and we are actually really looking forward to that.
I bet, just a chill day.
Yeah, yeah. How about you?
I'm the only one that hosts anything in my family. And I have a twin brother that's perfectly capable, but they just don't ever.
So is it at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I have the space for it, so and I enjoy it to some degree. Pros and cons, but I
Yeah.
enjoy the fam.
Yeah, I have really not even thought so much about it, but my daughter comes home from college on Tuesday. Yay.
My kids are coming home this weekend, and I'm very excited.
Oh,
So my husband was Greek. He passed away in 2017.
oh, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. And they have a Greek t tradition where on the anniversary they make something called kolivo. And it's like a barley type of mixture that they make sweet with sesame, ground sesame, and powdered sugar, and then like pomegranates or whatever. And they decorate it and bring it to church to, remember every year. So the boys are coming home for that. So I'm very excited.
That.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I was just reading a storybook to Wells one night about Saint Lucia because it's like Steve's family is Swedish. And so like I didn't really pay much attention about what my family was until I met him because and anyway, this is like this very famous Swedish tradition that has some baked goods that Wilser and I are gonna try.
Very good. It's nice to have a project. Have you ever been to the Trelleborg farm?
Yes. Yeah.
When have you been there when it's open and they celebrate the Saint Lucia? They sing songs and everything.
Oh, no. See, and the thing is like I erroneously planned Night in Bethlehem is on St. Lucia Day.
I wonder if it's open.
Yeah, I'll have to find out. I didn't realize they did that.
Yeah, they open it
We had
sometimes and they do like maple sugar time when it's
Mhm.
maple syrup time, and
I've
at
been there
Christmas
for
they do that.
that. And I know that they've got a big they have strong Scandinavian roots there.
Mm-hmm.
How about the Lucia Day there?
Yeah, we were in the house and they were singing and they had candles around their head. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah. Yeah, in the book it
risky.
was like it was very clear. They're like, so nowadays we use battery operated ones.
I know it feels like so dangerous. That's so funny. Well, okay, sounds good.
Thank you so much.
All right.
All right, take
So
care.
wait, did you originally send me an email?
I did.
See, that's weird. I didn't get it.
Let me look.
I only got Anne's reply. It's weird how it seems to sporadically. I don't know. It's weird.
Are
Can't
you
explain.
Jennifer Czar at yahoo.com?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was part of the original.
Weird.
You know what? Um, I have in the past, I have had problems with people who have either Yahoo or Hotmail or something like that with Google. There's something about Gmail, and it doesn't happen very often because, like, I'll send out a weekly email to First Christian, and like, there will be some random weeks where it doesn't get sent out to
Hmm.
those people alone.
Hmm. What the hell is that?
I don't know. It's probably some kind of scam, like just, I don't know,
Baloney.
baloney. That's right.
Some sort of baloney. All right. Well, I did my Thanksgiving grocery store shopping. That's what I was doing. I had to get it done tonight. Tonight was the night. So I have a bunch of stuff to unpack.
All right. Well, thank you so much.
Okay.
And you have a lovely evening.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.